things that
Friday night in the Glass City.
En este caso, they were told the most humanitarian aid by a foundation that, in this case, remains unknown, he says.
What do they
It's
have
just the
on?
latest account of migrants seemingly deceived and dropped off. From Washington, D.C.
It is Friday,
They
Thelma.
felt fooled and they felt that their suffering was exploited.
To confusion in New York City.
Standing at Port Authority, he asked me, and how do I get to Portland, Oregon?
To California, where Governor Gavin Newsom has asked the Department of Justice to open an investigation into the controversial practice.
What Ron DeSantis is doing is a disgrace. It's almost monstrous.
They did get a packet that had the map of Martha's Vineyard, and they're also treated, very well with all this. I mean, they're treated well with meals and everything.
While volunteers and officials in Martha's Vineyard promptly responded and cared for their unexpected guests, lawyers assisting the immigrants say the stop did nothing but detour already desperate people.
It is sickeningly cruel, throwing obstacles in the way of people fleeing violence and oppression, some of whom walked through 10 countries in the hopes of finding safety.
My heart breaks for them because they were not the first priority. They're in my heart forever. I don't know what else to say.
So it was only 2 days, but there was a real connection between the people here on Martha's Vineyard and those Venezuelan migrants. Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, mentioned that they were given a packet and they were given maps. We have some pictures of those very maps that they were given. One was a picture of the U.S. showing a red line from Texas to Massachusetts. It's not very clear on that map where exactly they're going in Massachusetts. The other one is a picture of Martha's Vineyard, but on top it says, "Welcome to Massachusetts." Bienvenidos a Massachusetts, if they're reading Spanish. And then in the fine print in the center, there's a star that says, "You are here, Martha's Vineyard." But if you're from Venezuela and have been on the road for 3 months, you probably don't even know where Martha's Vineyard is. Maybe don't even know where Massachusetts is. Many of them thought they were going to get closer to New York City, where they have friends and relatives, so they thought, well, that's a pretty good idea. But then, of course, they're on an island, and it just, the bottom line, Wolf, it just complicates their already very complicated journey.
Wolf, certainly does. Miguel, stand by. We're going to get back to you in just a few moments. Also tonight, the Biden administration is ramping up its criticism of Republican leaders for what's happening to these migrants. Let's bring in our White House correspondent, MJ Lee. MJ, the White House, I understand, is meeting today to discuss its response to Governors DeSantis and Abbott, for that matter. What's the latest? What are you hearing?
Well, Wolf, needless to say, White House officials have been monitoring very closely and with a good amount of concern the situation